Okay, partner. We need to find more of these.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another Monster Hunter World stream. We're continuing the story on PlayStation 4. Last stream, we made it all the way to high rank, and we defeated Puke, and it took forever because now our armor is outdated, and our weapon should be upgraded soon, I should say. And we have a lot more to do now, right? Basilgeuse is going to show up, Devil Joe will show up soon enough. And as we progress through high rank, I actually start to remember this part of the story. As we progress through high rank, we will eventually run into the Elder Dragons, which is going to be the end of the story mode. It says search for Rathian tracks. Let's go ahead and check and see our honey first. How's our honey doing? We're getting lots of honey. We love honey. Let's go ahead and refresh that. How's it going, everyone? Ant Competitor says, hi, my Wi-Fi data is running out, but I'm still going to watch. Thank you very much, competitors. So, let's go ahead and get this next investigation done. We're off to the research base. So Lair says, sadly my PS Plus expired, so I won't be able to join you for a long time. Ah, that sucks. Man, remember when PlayStation Live was free? Now they're like, you gotta pay us money, just like Xbox. Actually, I didn't own a PlayStation back then, but you know what? It was one of those issues where I was like, man, that's kind of cool that the PlayStation lets you play for free and you don't have to pay a bunch of money. And then, whatever it was, the last generation came out, PlayStation 4, and they're like, oh, by the way, now you're definitely gonna pay money. But I suppose it's just part of the competition. They have to keep up with Xbox, and that probably means investing a lot of money in better servers. Mr. Panda, thank you so much for that donation. He says, hey, my friend, just saying hi. Well, thank you very much, man. As you know, I worked for roughly 15 hours yesterday bringing you guys content, staying up late to do Arch-Tempered Nergigante for the first time with PC players, and guess what? Capcom claimed that live stream, so it's getting all kinds of views now, and I'm going to get no ad revenue from it. It's really sad. Let's see what she wants us to do here. Alright. Do I misunderstand this? I must be doing this wrong. Am I just supposed to search anywhere? Search for Rathian tracks. I guess we were in Wildspire Waste last? We'll go there. Eric, thanks for joining the stream. He says, if you feel like firing a flare, Gameconomist, let us know. Okay, I'll let you know, Eric. I'm not quite sure why Capcom keeps claiming my stuff. They don't claim every video. It's kind of random, but lately it's been less random. It's been more consistent. And when they claim my work, sometimes I lose, this is what I'm doing for my main source of income, and it actually can matter a lot as it adds up. Yash Jalem says, you can check in the Ancient Forest. Oh, okay. Might have gone the wrong way. Fatboy says he missed the PC stream yesterday. Oh, that's okay. We're going to do another PC stream if we have time tonight. It's a Friday, so I should probably take a break. You know, my eyes actually, I think they're tired from staring at computer screens. So I do all this streaming, but I also do all this video editing. And then when I'm done with the video editing, I'm done with the streaming, you know what I do? I read the news on the internet. So I'm always looking at a screen, I should say. And my eyes just get kind of tired over time from not blinking, from not resting my eyes. And yeah, it's crazy. Yesterday it was really starting to feel kind of crazy. I'm here, notice me. How's it going, Demian Jarvinen? I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Alright, let's see. $60 per year is not bad at all. I gotta disagree with you on that. That $60 a year is a lot. It adds up. It adds up. That means if you play games so the life cycle of these consoles was, let's say, 7 years. So if you bought the PlayStation 4 and you played it for the whole time in 7 years at $60 a year, that would be 60 times 7 or $420. That is actually quite a lot of money. So you can't say it's not that much. Alright, I don't know what that was for. Let's try looking for those Rathian footprints over here. You should get an editor to do your edit for you eventually. It's too much stress on you. Yeah, so Fatboy, I was thinking of hiring 2 people. One would be somebody who doesn't like to make videos, but they do like to edit. or maybe they don't like to do commentary or something like that. So maybe an editor. The other person I'm thinking of hiring, and I mean actually hiring, like actually paying people for, somebody who can get me high quality content. And what I mean is raw gameplay footage. Because as it turns out, my knowledge of the game is deep enough that I could take somebody else's gameplay footage and turn it into something meaningful. A lot of my time is spent doing one thing, editing, and doing the other thing, gathering that content. How's it going, Elias Moran? Thanks for joining the stream. We're looking for Rathian footprints. I'm wondering if I should be in the ancient forest. That's Puki Puki. Is it? We're gathering something. Toxic mucus. Yeah, that's Puki Puki. Yash Jalem says, did you download Borderlands, the Handsome Collection, and Sonic Mania on PlayStation Plus yet? No, I have not. I'm not exactly interested in either of those things. I already played Borderlands 2. I'm not interested in Borderlands, whatever it was, 2.5 that came out a while ago. Honestly, I don't even know if I'll be playing Borderlands 3. I might be playing it if I'm not too busy playing Monster Hunter, because I'm already pretty satisfied with this game, and it's a game that is complex enough that you could spend all your time playing it and all your time learning it. So I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't play Borderlands and just totally focused on this one game. Oh, there's Puki Puki. So I'm guessing, I don't know, I see Barrett footprints as well. I'm guessing Rathian's not here. Let's try the ancient forest, as someone suggested. Mink says, probably should take a long break from looking at screens. Looked up the 20 for 20 trick to help with eye strain. Okay. Yeah, I think I have some eye strain. Actually, it's funny, my college professor kind of warned us about eye strain when we were in school for computer science. He said, you're going to stare at a screen, your eyes are going to go bad. Acerman says, Gameconomist, try to get the offer of $40 a year for PlayStation Plus. Kitaji Kent says, did you play Zelda Breath of the Wild on Switch? I did not. How's it going, Demian Sharvinin? I already noticed you. Pink Rathian can go anywhere she wants, so you can find the tracks anywhere. Then you fight her in Coral Highlands. Oh, okay. Every 20 minutes, look away for 20 seconds at around 20 feet. I work in IT, so I have to make sure I'm not straining. Ah, every 20 minutes. Man. You should hire Gangplank. Maybe. I don't know what he has planned doing. I think he kind of wants to work on his own channel, actually. All right, let's see if we can find those Rathian footprints. Take breaks, use eye drops, close your eyes for a while to rest them. You should be fine. How's it going, Thumper World? Thanks for joining the stream. We're looking for Rathian footprints. I don't know if I'll find them. Maybe I should have picked a camp in the back. Just watch TDS Chris fight Arch-Tempered Nerg. Arch-Tempered Nerg Gigante is a lot of fun. I got another counter build in the works for you guys with the gun lance. I think you guys are going to appreciate it. Oh, here we go. Here's some footprints. What's this? I don't think those look like Rathian footprints. I actually hate these quests. The find the footprints quests. Those are my least favorite quests. Ah, that's definitely Rathian right there. He's mad. Wow, one-shotted. What do you think about the new moves on each weapons in Iceborne? They look interesting. They don't look like they're going to blow my mind. More like they're just going to be a new interesting way to play. We don't know much about them yet, so there's still more to learn about them. Even Jared's mad that I'm using Hunting Horn. We're using Hunting Horn because nobody ever uses Hunting Horn. Did you know it's the least played weapon by a lot? Don't know why nobody likes it. Alright, we'll jump over here. He increases it, gave you, was small so it was pink. What? What is he talking about? Oh man. I don't even have temporal mantle. Alright, we'll put this down real fast. Wait, so are we even done? I don't understand. Are we still, so are we allowed to fight Rathian this early? It's the Rathian tracks, yeah. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, I'm KO'd. Alright, so we just got our first mount on her. You should have farmed for Rathian gear with me. I want that fortitude decoration early. Should have picked up Scatternut so I can end this faster. Alright, here's our overhead smash. Best. Ah, I just didn't hit her at all. She's mad. Oh, that's not what I want. Wasn't there a footprint over here as well? Here it is. Footprint. Do we need like one more? Show me one more. Toby Kadashi? What? That's wicked cool. Ah, he got away. Okay, no problem. Or she did. I want to gather from this bone pile. Will Toby Kadashi leave me alone? Quality bone. Stay over here. And let's track Rathian. She went over here, actually. No need to fight her. You just have to gather the question mark Rathian tracks. Oh, I'm wasting my time. Thank you so much. See, this is why playing this live is so useful. Because I would have killed her. I don't know why the longsword is the best, and one time... What is he talking about? I should be looking at the screen. Gameconomist, that is not the pink Rathian. That's the regular Rathian. Alright, so... I guess we're not doing any good gathering her tracks then? Here, let's back away from her. I suggest going to the coral high grounds. Okay, let's get out of this. Get so far away that we can actually teleport. Just finished killing her, already halfway through. No, let's not. Can I'm really in combat still? What the hell, man? Alright, tell me I'm not going to be in combat when I come back out. Dude, I'm still in combat. This is just an expedition, right? I can just leave, right? Look at this. You cannot travel during combat. What the? If it's pink Rathian, by the way. Oh, right here. It shows it in the Rotten Vale. Unknown monster. Coral Highlands does not show pink Rathian. Dude, it won't let the... What the hell, man? Alright, let's leave the expedition. That's so annoying. This must be some kind of glitch. When the tracks are gone, go to a stair and back so they can respawn. How's it going, Sky Blue Brad? Thanks for joining the stream. Mink says, no, I said they're going to do similar updates to what they did with Vanilla, but with Iceborne. He doesn't go to the Rotten Vale or Elder's Recess. Why, you know, listen. Alright, guys, we're off to the Rotten Vale or we're off to the Elder's Recess. Try to use Gilly Mantle. What? Everybody's telling me how to play here. And competitors, calm down. Heavy breathing. Alright, let's go to the Coral Highlands. Because apparently that's where we need to go very badly. The first Wyverian told me where most people die in the Wildspire, and guess what? It was at the Apsaros nesting area. Strange. I didn't know that the first Wyverian would tell you that stuff. You gotta forgive me for not being more talkative. I do feel like burnt out, man. Mentally, my brain, I've just been playing so much. It's a lot of information. I have this caffeine drink. Maybe I'll have some caffeine real fast. Okay, rough start to the stream. We started attacking a Rathian when we need to gather pink Rathian tracks. We're going to start on this side, I think. Why do you not get the high rank bone armor? That's a good idea. We'll do that soon. Legiana Gashes. How's it going, Izzy P? Thanks for joining the stream. Now, Pink Rathian, I don't think Pink Rathian actually comes up there, but you do find Pink Rathian over here. Here it is. Question mark Rathian. Got it. Cool. Is that mystery monster? What? I hate gathering the tracks. I don't know why they make you do. I guess I understand. It's like one of the least fun. It's like one of the least fun quests you can work on is gathering the tracks. Dragon Vein Crystal. Wow. They have you gather like Elder Dragon tracks later too. Didn't like that either. Sleep Toad. Show me some pink Rathian tracks. Let's get our capture net out. I think that was a Paolumu footprint, actually. That looks like a Paolumu footprint. Min says, 4 hours ago I played Monster Hunter World with the Hunting Horn main, and it felt amazing, satisfying. Hope you'll be able to do the same. Probably. I've been playing Hunting Horn for a very long time. There's Paolumu. We'll get plenty of sleep herb at some point. Get this bone here. They spawn at random set locations. Really? The footprints do? Oh no. That's Paolumu again. Why would I want to remove capture net? It's like, here you can remove the pack. Oh, we're just not finding the footprints, man. Maybe they were back up where Legiana is. Time to wiki how them tracks. One dot equals one track. You're saying it's visible on the map? Those are Vespiloids. Oh man, gathering tracks. Hey, it's this little dude. We haven't captured one of these yet. Gameconomist, if you think this is annoying, just wait until you need to do it 3 times for the Elder Dragons. Yeah, I know, that's coming later, isn't it? This is when you go on investigations and upgrade your gear while gathering tracks so you don't get one-shotted. Right? Should we? We found one track in the upper area. Yes, pink Rathian tracks. Well, I don't think that's pink Rathian. That's too large to be pink Rathian. There's Vespiloids. Getting that good ore for you guys. Yes, I know, adamant seed. There's the Grimalkine. Wait, do they attack us? Oh my god, they do! They say they'll carve you up for kibble. That's my cat talking, my palico. That's so awful. We just killed their little mounts. Is Odogaron you finding? You can find the tracks in the first 3 stages. The locations they can spawn are set. They just randomly pick the spots on load-in. You can also do a high rank investigation, and that'll add 2 to the gauge. Really? Thank you. That is actually a well-written tip. You cannot travel during combat? We're in combat still? Dude, the combat's awful, man. Carbolite ore. Apparently we didn't have any carbolite ore before. Here, we can turn invisible in the spore puff. There we go. We'll grab this smoke nut. Alright, so let's go ahead and do an investigation as people are calling for. Run through all the zones, looking the exit, the area, and reload it. God, I hate the track farming. It's the worst. Come on. It ain't much, but it's honest work. He's mining. You can actually skip the Teostra Gathering tracks by doing the Dante quest. Whoa, look at that. He's got all the eyes, too. Yes, Shalem, I respect the dedication you put into your content. Crazy to think you're doing a whole new playthrough for your PS4 audience. I'm on PlayStation 4, so I greatly appreciate it. Yeah. Having to start your game all over again kind of reminds you how far you've come, like how long it takes to actually get everything. But it's also kind of fun. We get to see how fast it goes, you know what I mean? So investigations, let's talk to these guys. These guys know what the investigations are about. Oh good, we needed to do this anyways. Right, look, we haven't been keeping up with that. Woo! Investigations, entomology, Coral Highlands, small monster culling, definitely. We could do this one. I don't know. We'll take it. I'll take it. And then do we have high? Oh, we do have high rank. Shamos, Zitzi Yaku, Capture Great Jagras. Let's do the Shamos ones. Hunt Barrett. Yeah, we'll get the Shamos ones done real fast. It'll be boring, but we'll get them done. Also, let's take a look and see if there's any new high rank armor immediately available. Solaire says, are you purposefully avoiding my messages? What? Solaire, I don't avoid anyone's messages. Solaire thinks that I can play the game and stare at the chat at the same time. It's not possible, Solaire. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Ah, look at that. We can upgrade it right away. Monster Keenbone. And then we can't go further than that. Oh, look at that. We actually have some of this too going on. What do we have? Oh, there's a fortified waste, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I need Horn Maestro, so I'm not giving up Horn Maestro. We'll take a look at, what else do we have? So here's Bone, Entomologist, Slugger. Here's a health boost and an Entomologist. From 6 to 36. It's a big change in defense. Oh, and this lady, she wants to talk as well. Oh, she's got a lot of quests for me. All right. If you have a buddy, you can just join on a pink Rathian quest if it isn't too high ranked. That is, if you want to skip the track farming. Really? Because if that is true, that would be the smartest thing to do. How's it going, Noah Fan? Thanks for joining the stream. He says, hey, I started watching your videos recently. I've just lost my mom. Monster Hunter Virginity. Oh my god, that's very different when you read it. I thought you were just telling us your mom died. Awesome. Any advice on starting weapons, etc.? I'm thinking Charge Blade myself. Starting weapons. Just pick whatever you think looks coolest. Don't listen to the game telling you which one's the easiest and hardest. There's no such thing. Leave quest? Yes. Let's go to join quest. Ah, but you've never seen a pink Rathian. How about... There's no high rank investigations at all? Dude, how many people are playing this on PS4? Expedition. No. Oh, that's not good. Quick, somebody get on and post a pink Rathian investigation. Do it. Yeah, if we could skip the whole farming for pink Rathian footprints, that would be great. I guess while we wait, we'll go ahead and do one of these. Nobody playing at all. Jesus. That's not good. I will post a high rank pink Rathian for you. While these guys hop on and post one, let's go ahead and get this done. Do you think you'll be ready to take on Ancient Leshen by this time next week before it's gone from the current event quest rotation? Possibly, Tommy Nader. You can do that for all parts where you need to collect really ghost killer. So you can get somebody to post the proper Potato says snack funds. We all know where those really go. I don't know what you mean. Black Price says search for SOS investigations. I just left for this Shamos quest. What do I actually have to do for this quest? Slay 10 of these? That could actually take a while. We will return. If people are posting this quickly. Are you playing online? Well, I'm trying to join somebody who has pink Rathian. Of course, when this game came out, it would have been very easy to do that. Now, you basically have to have somebody who can help you by posting it. Luigi says, I'm ready to shoot a flare. Go ahead, Luigi. I'm trying to find pink Rathian. Here she is. Oh, it doesn't let me join a quest. I didn't know that's how it works. Alright, well, we'll head back to the HQ. What a beginning to the stream. Pretty slow beginning, actually. I guess it's because we're learning new things. We're learning that you need to start looking for the pink Rathian. You gotta get these tracks. The tracks are not necessarily fast to farm. Or you get somebody to post a pink Rathian mission and you just join them and then you're done. So, yeah, lots of learning here. But not a lot of action yet. The SOS flare depends on location, so you might not find his SOS. Alright, well here we are at the HQ. No flares found. What? Maybe it's me. Maybe, oh, what if the game doesn't let me? Wait, what if it doesn't let me see pink Rathian? I mean, it lets me see Elder's Recess. There can't be no one playing the event quest at all, right? By the way, thanks for your Arch-Tempered Nergigante Longsword build video. I realized I've never used Foresight Slash correctly in 500 hours of playing, and Longsword isn't trash like I thought it was. Let's do low rank and put it on no preference. Okay, so there are low rank activities. But when we bring it up to high rank, no SOS flares. What is your current hunter rank? Oh, you guys think that maybe my hunter rank is locking me out. My current hunter rank, guild card, view, is 11. It's got to be 11. Someone posted in the chat, should join your session and post a pink Rathian. Alright, tell you guys what, because it's probably, that's what it is. Here is the session. Alright, so you can see the session in the upper right hand corner of the screen. What you can do is you can hit screenshot, and then you can type that in, and if you want to join and post Pink Rathian, I think that would still be faster than if I went out and started gathering those tracks. Alright, so I'll leave this up for another few seconds. You need to be 12. Alright, we'll back up. You need to be 12, huh? I think my investigation requires HR 16. Oh, I see. So it's not a case where your teammates can easily just post this quest and get it done for you or have you be able to avoid collecting all those tracks very easily. Have to gather tracks first. No way around it. Wow, you guys got my hopes and dreams up, but hey, at least we learned another thing. There is no easy shortcut to getting the Pink Rathian tracks, unfortunately. So sadly, though, it's kind of slowed our rundown, doing all this running around. All investigations and optional quests will require you to be HR 12. Got it. Lane says, "Hi, can I stay? I can stay for a second. That's how it's going." What? How's it going, Lane? Firefree says, "Watch a speedrun of the quest." People have speedruns of this particular quest. It's so like, that's so random. All right, here we are. We're gonna go kill some Shamos. Grab the snow herb. We're gonna go this way. Yeah, HR 12 or higher for pink. That's cool. We'll get to HR 12 as fast as we can. We should be able to do that by focusing on these investigations. Oh, that was sparkling. Let's go grab it. All right, Dragon Bone Relic. Oh, we got one more. Where are the Shamos? Show me the Shamos. Here's one. Get back here. Do you have high rank gear yet? I missed the start of the stream. Well, we just upgraded the hammer. So technically yes, actually, since you couldn't upgrade it until you get the to the high rank, but the gear itself is still low rank. The armor. Oh, that's ZZ. We'll let ZZ run around. Where are the Shamos? There must be more. There they all are. We can kill them real fast. Ooh, there's a whole bunch of them. I found like Shamos heaven over here. Alright, we gotta kill one more. And we're done. It's a flash pod, nice. We'll just jump down here. Why not? Flame nut. Flame nut. Blast nut. So many nuts, man. Dragon strike nut. Dragon strike nut. So many nuts. Why are all these set to crafting? That's ridiculous that it does that. That's terrible. Why would you want these on autocraft? They're all on autocraft, man. You gotta like turn it off. Alright, there we are. I forgot, but are there literal tracks you need to find? Apparently, yes. Alright, we got some stiff. It doesn't show my hunter rank at all. That sucks, man. I guess you're right. There's no way around this. Like, you can't just make it up to hunter rank 12. You actually have to do this. Dang, man. If I could fight any monster, which monster would be most useful to fight? We have the hunting horn. I'm thinking about it. Let's go ahead and get this going. Any idea what the best Kiar bowguns? What is he saying here? BHGS heavy bowguns? I think he means heavy bowguns. There was the water heavy bowgun, which gave you very marginal increase on the damage output of pierce ammo, and that was about it. Yeah, not a big upgrade for the heavy bowguns. We don't get a pink Rathian tracks in this area, do we? That would be nice, wouldn't it? That would make things a bit easier. One of my problems, I don't actually pay attention to tracks very carefully. There we go, yeah. Okay, so we did get a pink Rathian track. Oh, I thought that was a bug. These guys just chilling. They're like, what are you doing? If you want to find pink Rathian tracks, you can almost always find them by the Rathian next in Wildspire Waste near Camp 11. I think he means the Rathian nest. You need someone to open an expedition with pink Rathian and not investigation, then you don't need HR 12. Oh, very interesting. Huh. So if anyone has that, let me know. Yeah, I'll join your expedition if you happen to have a pink Rathian expedition. Gameconomist, did you know you have a catchphrase? What's my catchphrase? Let's beat up these Shamos. Damn, it's amazing beating these up. It makes you feel so powerful. Ah! Oh, man. See him in here. Good name, though, at least. Let's get these guys. Oh, and I fainted. How do you know if you have the pink Rathian expedition? What you can do is you can open your map, and then you can look to see which monsters are in the area. And it's as simple as that. Alright, we'll run back this way. Getting our butt kicked by those Shamos, huh? One tip I learned from finding PR tracks is to go on an expedition, collect one track, and return from expedition. Keep doing that over and over. It will be faster. You think so, hmm? Speaking of which, here is a Rathian old scale. Nice. Baggy says, got one in Wildspire. That's how it works. That's right. And wow. I don't know if those are catchphrases. They're pretty simple. You can't catchphrase a very simple word, I imagine. All right. Grabbing all this stuff. Tommynator says, your Poogie can occasionally dig up a voucher. Yes, I did know that. I just never do it. Because I don't want to carry Poogie. Too lazy. Run past this DZ. I don't want to fight him. I wonder if, because I died, there would be another pink Rathian track over here. Oh, it looks like there might be. No, it looks... Okay, so I already gathered it. I see. Just curious about that. You know, it's funny. I never really explored the Coral Highlands that much. It's really an unexplored map for me, because you only ever needed to fight Legiana and Kieran, and they were always on the upper end of the fight. Are you still fantasizing about Lagami's booty? No. Is this your first account on PlayStation 4? Yes. I'm like, no, it's my third account. Gameconomist, will you get the Devil Joe hunting horn or stick with the bone horn? Only asking since I have a Devil Joe expedition you could join. I will probably keep using the bone horn. I don't think I would make good use of the Devil Joe horn. It's too early. I don't have anything to help me with affinity. I don't have anything to get me that white sharpness yet. My cat finished him off. Good job. Boop. Play with Joe Gunlance. Oh, wow, that has a range behind it, huh? That's interesting. So I totally hit him from behind. Xcube says, a good fire weapon, question mark? I'm trying to kill Hazak under 15 minutes, but with my regular weapons, I keep doing it in 17. Val Hazak is very weak to the Anjanath bow, if you can build it. Anjanath bow will tear Val Hazak up really quickly. Yep, that is the answer to your question. So we made a little bit of Rathian progress. Actually, I tell you what, rather than starting the next Shamos quest, why don't we pop back and see if anyone has an expedition active? I'm wondering if their expedition doesn't show up for us. I know, I'm sorry, guys. You're probably tired of the load screens. Min says, what's your favorite Elder Dragon from all Monster Hunters? Well, Min, I've only played this Monster Hunter and a little bit of Monster Hunter GU, so my answer has to be Nergigante. Firefree says, Gameconomist, I'm still trying to kill Ancient Leshen. Tried supporting, but I think I need a new approach. What do you think of using the Anjanath bow on it? If you use the Anjanath bow, just kind of chill back and use your normal shots a lot, and then you can occasionally use your spread shot, but I wouldn't go too crazy with it. I mean, if you're having trouble with them, like obviously if you're speed running them, then yes, you can just, I'm sure you could get away with the spread shot, but you could just normal shot him down the whole time if you want. All right, let's see.
Okay, partner. We need to find more of our mystery monsters trail. We should check every region. You can go on an expedition or an optional quest. Take your pick.
Wildspire Waste. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. Oh, I should have traveled to the central camp. Do you need help in PlayStation 4? Nah, I'm good. We're going to see if Pink Rathian is on this map and if I can just gather tracks from that Pink Rathian. What's the price of Monster Hunter for PlayStation 4? I'm not sure. Hopefully low. Connection to the session has been lost. Error code 301. It disconnected me the moment I joined. Maybe it's designed to stop me from being able to... I bet it's designed to stop me from being able to join Pink Rathian. Bet you $5 it's designed to be that way. Francois says, when did you switch to PlayStation 4? Well, I haven't switched to it. I just also own it now. So I play on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. Nintendo Switch. I have all of them now. You can only gather a certain amount of tracks per expedition. Distorted says you should change your about page. Oh, interesting. I don't think I've done that in a long time. Firefree says maybe they kicked you out. Very unlikely, because it immediately disconnected the moment I tried to join. Also, it's taking forever to load. Well, while we're here, we might as well check the areas to see if there's a Pink Rathian thing that we could pick up. Pink Rathian track. Old footprint. Ah, here it is, Rathian. Alright. And we'll jump over here as well. Very good. How do we get down to that Pink Rathian nest? Oh yeah, these would be high rank bones now, bone piles. I think, actually, I'm curious, when you go on an expedition, is it high rank or low rank? Large doodles, Grimmelkines. Oh, I just went right back. Well, shoot. Maybe it's this direction. You think you're hunter locked, or can you keep increasing your hunter rank till the next cap? Yeah, he's probably like locked or something. Well, this wasn't quite the right direction either. How do we get to that pink Rathian nest? It probably kicked you out because you're not HR 12 yet. That's exactly what I was assuming too, yeah. Old footprint, that's probably for Diablos. Oh, here it is. How did I get here? Ah, here it is, Rathian. Oh, more than one actually. Oh, that's even better. You get 2 here. Awesome. Wyvern egg. Let's go ahead and gather these bones. So that was good. You actually get 2 in a row over there. If you let your Poogie smell a pink Rathian track, he will transform into one and let you carve from him while he's alive. Amazing. Elias Moran, just realized I haven't donated yet. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Do your assigned quest to get to HR 12. Yeah, that's what I'm presuming. Alright. I say we jump back to the Coral Highlands. Your HR is locked until you kill Zenajiva, then double tempered Basil, then tempered Kieran. Fatboy says, what inspired you to get the name Gameconomist? I like economics. Really straightforward answer to that one. Alright, we had a fair boost to the investigation for the question mark Rathian. PlayStation 4 is a mistake to play in. Get ready for that console wars, boys. It's almost time. PlayStation 5, Xbox 2, it's going to happen. And Nintendo might announce a new console as well. Oh, it's going to be tough. I think Nintendo tries to avoid those console wars. It's like, you guys fight it out. We'll sell a console when you guys aren't selling a console. These load screens, though, really. This is the worst part. So I'm trying to decide, what do you guys think is faster? Shamos quest, where we kill the Shamos, and then we collect the footprints as well? Or jumping between Wildspire Waste and jumping between Coral Highlands? What do you think is technically faster? Make the pants that help you track. Oh, why didn't we think of this? So, I don't know if I have access to... Well, I should have access to that. It's in the early game. That was a good tip. That was a good tip. We're going to get those for sure. Boxhead, thank you. Time to donate. Awesome, man. Okay, we got our pink Rathian scale from the opening. And we are going to jump over here. There should be a second pink Rathian scale over here in the opening. And then we're actually going to head back from Expedition to go make those pants. This is a really good tip. GU load screens are greater than world load screens. Well, they're certainly shorter, but there's so many of them. They're better to look at. You can make that argument, sure. Alright, we're jumping. Now, there should be a pink Rathian footprint over here as well, right? Right here. Alright, so you can just go back and forth, it looks like, between these two areas. But first, let's make those pants. Let's go straight to the workshop. Like the stream, you frickin' fricks! What the frick? I don't want to scream into my microphone. When will you learn? When will you learn your actions have consequences? Hey TGK, it's Ashen. I'm trying to get a good heavy bowgun or light bowgun set for all-around monster hunting. Any thoughts? For heavy bowgun, Dark Devourer is probably your best option. Either Dark Devourer, which is the Devil Joe heavy bowgun, or the Glutton heavy bowgun. For light bowgun, either the Devil's Madness, that's the Devil Joe light bowgun, or the Tarot support light bowgun. Those are your 4 best bowguns in my opinion. Let's go ahead and check these real fast. Ah, we need Jagger's Hide Plus, unfortunately. How fast could we get How fast could we get Jagger's Hide? Oops, I didn't want to do that. Let's go get Jagger's Hide, guys. I don't think we've ever heard you scream in your microphone, thankfully. I just couldn't do it. It's not me. Maybe one day. BioDroid Cell says, gotta head out, but I'll watch the rest of the stream on the post-upload. I wish you well, Gameconomist. Have a nice day, BioDroid Cell. Thank you for the message. Red Rex Rule says, you can, let's go back up, use the Gyro's high rank mask or Bone Coil to get Horn Maestro high rank. Oh, yes, of course. And then we could probably use that one coil we saw from Zora Magdaros for Fortify. Firefree says, you can do it because it will still give you tracks and experience. Also, use your Hunting Horns Scoutfly. I don't think we need the Hunting Horn Scoutfly. I think I understand the pink Rathian tracks a bit better. They show up just outside of camp. That's what people were trying to explain earlier. What do you think of cluster heavy bowgun users? I mean, I think there was a while where everyone complained about them, but between Extreme Behemoth, Ancient Leshen, and Arch-Tempered Nergigante, it's not such a big deal. You know, obviously cluster heavy bowgun can grind through lower level monsters very fast, but when you're fighting Arch-Tempered Nergigante, you can't just grind through him with cluster bombs. You can't cheese him. He's too strong. Solo you can cheese him, although that's true for a lot of weapons. Anything else that's good for normal shots besides support light bowgun? Yeah, the Karma light bowgun, that's the craftable Odogaron light bowgun. There's also the Tarot the Shot. So those 3 are probably what you want to look at. You could also go slice ammo on the Lunastra Styx light bowgun if you have access to that. Show me the Rathian scales. I bet they're right out here in this area. Don't listen to this Gameconomist dude. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You should tune into this other guy called Gameconomist. He said the best bowgun is the Emperor Styx Law. What? It's a strange message. The Emperor Styx. It's a very good light bowgun. For Kulv Taroth, it's the best. But if you're... Oh, no, that's for Vitality. I thought it found the tracks. I guess it didn't. If you're fighting a general monster, then you probably would do the normal shots too. That's why I picked that one. Well, I'm not seeing any pink Rathian scales anywhere, really. Grab this right here. And we'll grab this right here. Oh, no we're not. We're full on honey. Alright, we needed to deposit all of our items that we've gathered. There should be Jaggers in here though, right? Hopefully these guys have the Jagger's Hide we want. You can go to the Rathalos nest all the way up to the top. Right. Alright, let's go ahead and gather from these. Can I be skinny in this game? No, you must be fat. Michael says it's a joke. Rathalos nest. You think I'm going to go all the way to the top? That Rathalos nest? We'll check out the Ancient Leshen area. I think somebody mentioned there's going to be some people in there. Didn't translate well over text. I think it's because I'm like kind of tired in the brain too though right now. I really am. Question mark gashes. Gotta click that. This is really exciting to look at. Look, we just gathered dung, but we're out of room for dung. Oh, these guys. Oh, God. They're going to aggro me. Ah, don't aggro me. All right. How many Jaguar's hide did we get? Did we get enough? Yeah, we did. Let's get out of here. We're going to build that scent hound. Why is the cat also named D? Because together we are double Ds. That's why. You don't have that camp opened yet? You're like surprised. No, I've just been rushing straight through, man. John says, what's the sexiest armor for female hunters? Probably the Kieran set. It's my guess. What about 1 hour of World and 1 hour of GU just for today? Oh, well, then we'd already be done. Distorted Color says D for TheGameconomist. Acer, man, 400 people watch TheGameconomist pick up tracks. That's right. Actually, you know, if we cut the stream right here, this would be the this would be the lamest stream I've ever posted. We spent like an hour figuring out how to do the pink Rathian tracks. That's what we did. So let's go ahead and forge these legs. Scent Hound. We do want these. What's this game about? Let me make sure these are what I think they are. Increase gauge fill rate by 50%. You watching that, guys? Yeah, you better be watching that. And then, what do we remember? We remember that Wildspire Waste, the pink Rathian nest, gives you 2 tracks rather than 1. We'll go to the southwestern camp first. I bet these are in set locations and you can just farm them, basically. When you said Double D, I pictured Double D from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Well, that's because you are a degenerate. Should have been thinking about boobs. Rokai says, wait, how do you say his name? Is Rokai? Yeah, Rokai 12X. National Gameconomist channel. Tiny Tanner says, no, the lamest stream you ever posted was helping randoms with Arch-Tempered Nerg. Oh, I think I remember. No, was that the worst one? I had a Zenajiva one, Tiny Tenor, where I was helping randoms, and I actually was the random. I did terrible. Yeah, I think that was probably my most embarrassing stream that I ever, and I still up. I should take it down. Because I end up dying a bunch, and it's just, wow, these randoms would be better off without me. But that was a while ago. Meaning yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. Distorted Color says, like the stream for more streams like this one. More track farming. This becomes my most liked stream. People are like, oh, I'm going to go watch that one. It got a lot of likes. It's just track farming. Talking about nonsense. Let's grab this. Oh, we didn't drop our items off. We got to drop our items off. What was that, by the way? That was for the stone. Oh, Rathian Trap. Look at that. Double tracks here, too. Now we're in business. That was way better. Are there any more? Or is it just always in the opening of the camps? I think it's just always in the opening of the camps, unfortunately. Nah, the lamest was the first Duntless stream when Gameconomist had to wait to enter the game. That was actually pretty funny. It was funny because I didn't expect it. I was like, what? Because we had already gotten in at some point, and then it like logged us out. All right, now how to get to that Rathian nest? How do we get there? I think I went this way last time. Pure quality stream. Got the bitterbug. This is the stream you were all asking for. This is the stream you stay up for at night to watch. Gameconomist track gathering. Alright, yes, so here we are with the pink Rathian scale. Question mark footprints. Anything else? Ah, what's this over here? Ah, yeah, pink Rathian scale. And it looks like it's moving pretty fast, guys. Yeah, it actually looks like we're gathering the tracks we need pretty quickly with this method. Let's jump back to the Coral Highlands. Would it be faster if people joined and collected too? That's a great question. I don't actually know, Elias. I'm suspecting not, because I'm going to be jumping between locations very rapidly. We're a little close to halfway. NMB says, what about playing some chill music in the background? I could play a song I found recently that I really liked if you want. Should be something that I can play without being immediately demonetized. Let's see if I can find it. Should be in my history. So this is... Oh, let me turn that off real fast. Let me think about this. Right. So we mute this, and then in order for you guys to listen to this, we would want to turn the music in the game off. I can't guarantee you guys will all like this either. Some of you will probably be like, this is terrible. But what it is it's a rendition of Antonin Dvorak's Symphony 9. And I was looking for an 8-bit version of it because I was thinking about putting it in one of my videos. So let me see. In order for you guys to appreciate this, we have to turn the music in the game off. You guys tell me if it's too loud as well. So here's the background music. We'll turn this off. And now I will go ahead and play the 8-bit. This is the ending of Symphony 9. This is the 4th movement. And the 8-bit version of it, it's not bad. It's not bad. It actually does capture some of the sounds of it pretty well. Not all parts. I didn't think it was there were ways it could have been improved, I think, as well, but it wasn't bad. I did like it. But yeah, let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. I can adjust the volume to the music that I'm playing right now. And then we're over here looking for the pink Rathian scales, aren't we? Where are they? Where are they? Snow herb. Oh my god, I will donate for you to turn it off. I'll hold you to your word on that, actually. Where is the scales? They should be right here in the opening. I do not see them. Weird. They've been here every other time, but they're not here this time. Do they spawn in random locations in the opening? Or do they just sometimes not? Wait, here they are. Oh, interesting. They were on the other side this time. Also, I feel like the gauge is filling much faster now. Alright, let's jump to the other one. That's right, Antonin Dvorak's New World Symphony. So many soundtracks go on to steal sounds. Turn it off, please, my ears. Alright, Elias made a donation to have it turned off. We will go ahead and... we have different tastes in music, we'll say. How about that? We don't have the same creative differences. That's what we have. Distorted says, I am currently headbanging to this right now. You don't actually have to turn it off. I meant it as a joke. Well, I guess I'll continue playing it then. Here, we'll go ahead and continue playing it. You guys are confusing me. I can only assume that you're telling the truth. Unless you add like a joke to it, you know what I mean? Antonin Dvorak. Whole bunch of soundtracks stole from this ending of his New World Symphony. He's one of the last famous composers, really. That was real famous. Smoke nuts. We are looking for pink Rathian scales. There's a lot of music I'd like to play for you guys. However, if I play it, I will get demonetized. Somebody will claim the monetization. The reason I doubt I would get demonetized for this is because it's really old classical music and it's being remade into 8-bit music by a very unknown person. I think the music was fine, it's just that the chiptune didn't sound too good over the speaker. Yeah, I agree. So I think that the chiptune is not quite as good as the original version, obviously, but I was looking for actual chiptune music. So if you're in the mood for chiptune and you like classical music, you might like this particular thing, right? I could play the real thing, but I swear to God, I'd get demonetized right away. That's the problem. I do not see any pink Rathian scales. Wow, that's kind of frustrating. All right, well, let's go back to Wildspire Waste. Are we having fun yet? So Yash Jalem says I was feeling burnt out. By burnt out, I mean like my brain maybe needs to rest longer than 8 hours. I'm not tired of playing games. I just Wallamonga says, isn't classical music royalty free? No, it's not actually, Wallamonga. Classical music is played by usually a symphony orchestra, and they do claim monetization on their music that they perform. So the music itself, anyone's allowed to do a cover of it, but the orchestra doing the cover says that's our cover, you can't use that music. So it's not royalty free at all. It's actually hard to find royalty free classical music, quality royalty free classical music. Deraz says, I got an expedition with Pink Rathian, you can join. I think we tried that earlier and it didn't work. I joined and it immediately booted me. And I suspect it's because I'm not allowed to join an expedition with Pink Rathian. Rokai says, will you be hunting with other players when you beat Zenejiva? Yes, I will. Acerman says, Gameconomist, the hunter has no free will. The hunter has no free will. What does he mean by this? I don't know what you mean. Any music that's 100 years old is royalty free. Once again, yes, it's royalty free in the sense that you're allowed to do a cover of that music, and the artist who made the original song can't do anything about it. Gather this. But it's actually not fully royalty free in the sense that you can't just take somebody's rendition of that music and then, play it over your game. They'll say, no, that's our cover of that music. Does this mean you will be streaming GU later today? I definitely will be, so don't worry about that. Oh, Chernobyl says, you missed my donation question. I'm sorry. Chernobyl says, will you ever play Monster Hunter GU anytime? Yeah, so Chernobyl, I'm sorry, first of all, for missing the donation question. I shouldn't do that. The answer to your question is, I've actually been playing Monster Hunter GU. We have a series going, and I will be continuing that series today. Dvorak is okay, Mozart is better. I guess I used to feel like I liked... Well, no, I actually disagree. I think that Dvorak's actually got better sounds in his music. I think he does more complex things. I think that Mozart's music's actually kind of... You'd expect this. Mozart's just older than Dvorak, so you listen to Mozart's music and it tends to be more structured and it has less folksy sounds in it, whereas Dvorak has more folksy sounds in it. And I feel like he does stuff that's more experimental with the composition of the instruments, for example. Speaking of which, is this almost dead? Is this almost over? Well, it's still going. I tell you guys what, I'm not going to make you listen to the entire thing. I'll go ahead and hit pause on that. And just because I don't actually know what it sounds like for you guys, I can't hear the music playing. So I'll go ahead and kill that, and we'll play it back on. We'll put the regular game music back on. But since you were like, let's play some chill music, I wanted to share some music with you that I just found. If I could, I would share some other music that I really, really enjoy, but I know it would immediately demonetize this stream if I did, unfortunately. And that is the nature of YouTube. Rather than sharing artists' music, I get punished for sharing artists' music. It's the future, guys. Everything's great. It's the future where musical artists can claim your entire video because you played their song once. It makes a lot of sense. It's a great way to make sure that no one shares your music. And then somebody's going to be like, yeah, well, stop stealing music. So people take either side, either position. I should focus more on this game. I just realized we traveled back here before checking the Rathian nest. Here we are. Rathian scales. Once again on this side. This is taking forever, man. Is it supposed to take this long? This is taking longer than a regular fight, even. I could have killed like 3 pink Rathians by now. How's it going, Adam? I'm all right today. Just a little tired because I worked for like 15 hours yesterday. So a little tired today. I do not want to... The gashes take so long to gather compared to just like regular footprints. I never want to gather them. Alright, let's get away from that Legiana before she roars. Oh, those are gashes. Alright, there should be some more scales out here. Those look like little shells, like seashells. Oh man, this is awful. I am not enjoying this. Question mark gashes. Gathering the tracks is a huge waste of time. We're at an hour and 20 minutes in. That's ridiculous. How can we be going so fast through this game, and then you have to gather tracks once, and it's like, be prepared to waste all your time doing this one easy task. That is very bad balancing. It's just a way for them to like artificially block you from progressing in the story, honestly. Alright, I do not even see the scales, which means I honestly do not know where they're at. Maybe they're over here? No, they're not, but we're going to gather these bones because they're sparkling. We like the sparkling bones. Fire Freeze says, probably because the game knows you won't be appreciating the scenery from Pink Rathian on. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't agree with that. Let's go back to the Wildspire Waste. Edgar says, do you play with the Xbox players if asked to? Something like that, yeah, actually. While Among Us says, why not do quests? Those fill up the bar quickly. I didn't feel like it filled up the bar faster than jumping between the 2 expeditions, though. Gameconomist stream, training for Pursuit 1. What is the best normal 3 heavy bowgun? It is now the Lunastra Styx heavy bowgun, because it comes with the large clip and it has built-in... actually, is that true? You know, I'm not 100% sure. None of them are really too good. Probably either the Lunastra Styx or... Lunastra Styx. No, I don't think that other one's very good. I was thinking maybe the Terra Horn. I think that the lack of clip on it is going to kill it. You have the Power Shooter, you have the Lunastra Styx. I'm trying to think of one other. I think Lunastra Styx is still the best one. What happened to the chiptune classical music? Oh, I went ahead and turned it off. Let's go ahead and collect those tracks. Alright, here's another pink Rathian track. And another pink Rathian track. That's been real consistent, actually. We'll jump down to the nest over here. Half of the bar filled means another hour and 30 minutes of collecting tracks. Actually, I think we have a good method going right now. And part of the reason it took us so long to reach this point in the first place is because we had to kind of like figure out the best method for gathering the tracks. The problem is, even if you already knew the best method, it was still going to take you like 40 minutes to collect the tracks. That's really a long amount of time just to gather tracks. It's kind of a huge waste of time. Hey Gameconomist, what's the best insect glaive? I only used the Luna, Xeno, and the Kiar Paralysis. So I have a whole video talking about the top 7 insect glaives in the game. I recommend giving that video a watch, even if you skim through it or you play it on 2x speed. It will do a much better job explaining it than I could live. So I've been asked this question a number of times, and it hurts to repeat myself so many times when I already have a working video for it. All right, we're done with that. Let's go ahead and jump back to the Coral Highlands. So Coral Highlands is not the best. It's kind of hard to find where the tracks are in the Coral Highlands. The handler told you to report to economic research. Oh, really? Did she? If that's the case, we will go ahead and do that. Ah, okay, report to right, okay, thank you. Good catch on that, by the way. I didn't see that because I was busy reading the comments. Which button do you need to press to instantly travel to other locales on PC? Sounds like a trivia question. I don't know, what do you mean? You mean like with your map? Or do you mean Farcaster? I bet he means Farcaster. You can just use your radio menu for Farcaster if that's what you mean. Adam says, do you happen to have a hunting horn guide on your channel, Gameconomist? I do not. I ought to make one. Everybody makes hunting horn guides. Let me tell you something though, Adam. The problem with making a hunting horn guide is that nobody plays hunting horn, right? So anytime I make hunting horn content, it does poorly. And then when I make content for a weapon that's popular, that content does well. I'm going to be releasing a counter build for Gunlance soon, and I'm expecting it to not do well because people don't play Gunlance, and it's just an unfortunate reality. So essentially what I'm saying is sometimes it's hard for me to work on content knowing it's going to get less than half the views of working on a different weapon. See? Tiny Tenor says, would Gameconomist being bi-curious increase his audience scope? That is the weirdest question ever, Tiny Tenor, and I highly doubt it, actually. Bi-curious. I'm bike-curious. That's when you're thinking about buying a new bike. If you had Scholar, this would have been much faster. Oh, I thought that's Scenthound, actually. Is it Scholar? Hold on. Let's check. Increases the gauge fill rate. Yeah, I think it's actually Scenthound that you're thinking of, and I do have Scenthound. Mushrooms, flora, small monster cooling. I play hunting horn though, life-changing. Keep it straight and clean. He points to the cross. Funny, man. Speak to the chief ecologist. He's over here, right? Here he is. I have like a crick in my neck. Alright, Monster Field Guide update. Accept Tickled Pink. Oh, it's time, guys. We're accepting the heck out of Tickled Pink. Are you kidding me? Oh, by the way, what are these? Woodland Spirit, Wasp by Waste, Kieran Myth, Rock and Roll, Relish of the Moment, Snow and Cherry Blossom. Which of these could I do at some point? Okay. So let's jump up to investigations. No, up to assigned. Tickled Pink. We're fighting Anjanath once again. Scholar gives more investigations when gathering normal tracks. Oh, very good. We already have 300 honey. That's good. We're going to go ahead and repost this because I already know what's going to happen. People are going to try and join it. There we go. Alright. Try that again. I got a few counter gunlance builds for Arch-Tempered Nerd. Where can I send them to you outside of Discord? There's not really anywhere you could send it to me outside of Discord. Maybe in a YouTube comment. You could do it there, Minx, but it's not guaranteed I'm going to see it. Yeah, I mostly just use Discord for communication. Acerman says Monster Hunter Clutch Claw Edition. Oh, because that's all the new... That's what Iceborne's going to be, it turns out. Thanks for the fun streams. I gotta get some cavities filled. Ah, that sucks, Tiny Tenor. Have fun with that. Nobody likes to do that. You gotta get stabbed in the mouth with a needle, and then they get to drill your mouth. Awful. Poor Tiny Tenor. We should be sending Tiny Tenor donations to buy candy. Get another cavity. Minx is like sad. Dang. Oh, he's right there. That's easy enough. Let's get this queued. Is he already on us? He is already on us. Anjanath, you're easy. Glavinus gonna make you look bad real soon. Alright, we're all buffed up. He roared. Ouch. Let's get him poisoned. Alright, he's poisoned. Oh, okay, now he's all fiery. Oh, that hurts. Gameconomist, have you ever done a guide for it, or do you know a good fire weapon for Arch-Tempered Kieran? For Arch-Tempered Kieran, oh gosh, I'm not paying attention. For Arch-Tempered Kieran, really all you need is sticky ammo. Oh, I can't believe he just killed me with that. Rocket-powered tail sword. Glavinus versus Diablos then. Did we already eat? We did already eat. Son of a bitch. Let's go ahead and catch up to that Anjanath. I wish we had Fortify. Oh my god, he carded to an Anjanath. Have you ever done it? Oh, I already read that question. Dude, where did the heck... Oh, I went like in a huge loop, didn't I? And as soon as I arrive, Anjanath is going to leave the area. You watch. Guarantee it. Alright, we're catching up to him. Which one do you like to use between hammer and longsword? Definitely the hammer. How do you stream from the Switch? I want to stream Monster Hunter GU. You need a capture card. And you need to plug that into your Switch. You gotta buy stuff. That's right. Streaming games costs money. Oh, there's one flinch. Nice. Okay, guess he is paralyzed as well. Fortunately, that means that I'm missing his head over and over again. Oh. I love shutting him up that way. It's KO. Did the Gajalaka paralyze him twice for me? Oh my god, these Gajalaka. I only hit him like one time though. But look, they've been throwing these bombs the whole time. Dude, I'm gonna die again, man. Wait, did they leave? Dude, they gave me 2 paralyzed. I died again! He's too strong, man! It's time for stronger armor, guys. I'm getting one-shotted like... I'm basically getting one-shotted easily. If I lose this, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Maybe the Vitality Mantle would be a better idea. Because it would protect me from one hit, basically. It's gonna be so annoying. I hope we finish this. We're down to 1 life. And we are probably 1/4 through the fight, if I had to guess. Forge high rank armor! He's easy 2 minutes later, he's strong. You on Discord, question mark? Want to send Gameconomist some Gunlance builds? Think you can help a brother out? Loud Explosion said, he, hehe, doink. What? You don't have the Vitality Mantle? No, I do have the Vitality Mantle. I'm just, I'm currently using the other equipment, the Health Booster. Alright, let's keep going. Probably haven't even done that much damage to him. That's the sad part. Dude. Oh, these guys are back. Maybe they'll give me another, maybe they'll give me another paralysis. Are they back? Oh, yeah, they are. They're back. They're here. Come over here, Anjanath. Is he exhausted? Yeah, he is. Well, that's what you get. Alright, he's scaring me again. Let's get in the heal pool. He's so exhausted. I want a health regen augmentation. That's what I really want. My cat could just put him to sleep at this point. That'd be great. Alright, he's all mad and crazy. We gotta flinch. Oh, he's going to sleep. Nice. What is this? Is this a pod? No, it's not a pod. Oh, we don't have barrel bombs. That's okay. He's like all mad. I'm like, smack ya. Oh, I could die right here. This could be it. We're still in. Come on, these Gadgelakas, get in the fight. They're like, nah, we ain't helping. We already did our part. Ooh, this is where he one-shots us, right? Oh, oh, oh. I'm scared, man. He got me nervous. Oh, he thinks he's gonna run off? Oh, he did actually. He got away without me booping him. Gameconomist, no temperamental means we get to see you in all your skill and glory. Well, it doesn't help that he basically one-shots me too, to be honest. He hits me once and then I'm in one-shot range. That's what it is. So he essentially needs 2 shots to kill me. He's basically as difficult as Arch-Tempered Nergigante. In a sense, his moveset's not as difficult, but the damage he's doing is equal. 2 shots and you're dead. Oh, we got a ledge to abuse over here. We're going to take advantage of that. Oh, we got it. Oh, I was rubbing my nose. He was gonna knock me off for sure there, because I was like busy rubbing my nose. Ah, overhead smash. Ah, worst time for a KO, you know? Did that just happen? Is Bazilgues here? Oh no. Please don't cause me to fail this. Oh my god. Alright. We are very, very close to the end. Really all we need to do is capture... All we need to do is capture that Anjanath. I almost used my Farcaster to tell you the truth. Hell no, man. What if we had Bazilgues come in? Yeah, that's fun. Everyone loves Bazilgues. Oh, there's a Bazilgues fight going on over here. I see 2 explosives. Put this down right here. It's over. We got this. Bazilgues nowhere to be found. He's capped. Yeah, he's gone. Dude, that was so dangerous right there. Alright, that was it, guys. We were a 2-shot fight with Bazilgues interrupting me at the last second. But we got it. Who needs high rank armor when you can have low rank armor? Easy. Alright, and we actually are not done with this stream. The pink Rathian's still being... Jeez, man. If I'd known, I would have checked for those scales in stage 1. Not in stage 1, in area 1. It's all fun and games until Bowser Goose and Devil Joe decide to waltz in. That's right. Then it becomes fun and games, but annoying. Excuse me. You're back. Look at this guy. He's just reading. He's like, ah, you almost died. Wonderful. Oops, don't need that. We're still searching for those Rathian tracks, man. Dude. Is that real? No way. Guild card, please. I don't know what that means. I'm going to jump over to Wildspire Waste. That's what I'm going to do. I've had people ask for the guild card in on the Xbox as well. I don't exactly know what you guys mean by that. I wish you had the Clutch Claw. Then I could just Clutch Claw everything. Pizza. Dark Drago Brad. I should give you guys my address and you can order me pizza while I'm playing games. I mean, I could probably do that someday. That'd actually be pretty funny. What if I had like a stream where people sent like... Everyone sent like pizza and I ended up with like 20 pizzas. Like pizza boxes full of pizza, you know what I mean? That'd be funny. It's pretty much a temporary address for me. I'll probably move out of here someday. So I'm living in a condo and it's not my favorite place to live right now. I'd like to live in a place that's definitely larger. This condo's too small. How far are you in the game? We are approaching Hunter rank 12. We're in high rank. It's almost time for us to figure out about tempered investigations, right? You can send and receive guild cards, so they're asking for yours. Wait, Gameconomist, you don't know what a guild card is? I really don't. I know that you can look at my guild card and know like what weapons I've used. I don't know if they do anything else, and I have like so little interest in them. This guy needs to be captured. Got him. Oh, did I get him? I did get him. Pilot hair. Oh, Kulu egg. Oh, you actually have to gather this for a while, huh? Show me. What's this over here? A-lister Palico. Doodles, huh? Where are the pink Rathian scales, though? Oh, shining cacti. Let's get this. There's a stream extension where people can order you food without knowing your address. You build a menu into it, so they have to order from a list of things you like. Dude, that's so cool. Then it would literally be a snack fund. I'm a little worried, though, because if I did that for every stream, I'd be eating pizza for every stream, right? And that's not healthy. I don't actually eat pizza that way. It's too much. I would die of, like, pizza cancer. Oh, that's an herb. Where the heck are the pink Rathian scales? I do not see them. Ooh, some car horn going off outside. Maybe they're further down here. I suppose that's possible. I'll set up a fund where you can send me rice. How about that? This rice doesn't really go bad very quickly. And you can eat rice every day. With pretty much any meal. Why don't we go here? But rice is cheap. I'd end up with like 1,000 pounds of rice. That's what would happen. You can make it a grocery fund. Dude, that's crazy. Be like playing games to do your grocery. Piece of cancer, what? Alright, let's jump over here. Bitterbug. I thought about, for fun, posting my student debt to you and letting you watch it count down, actually, as you make donations. I make a $4,000 payment to my student loans every month. Rathian footprint. The nest is very consistent. Is it? Wait a second. Ah, here it is. Pink Rathian. Kind of stingy today. Or not today, on this run. Daniel says, hey dude, love your videos. Would like to see more videos on hunting horn builds. Maybe I'll make another hunting horn video soon. Wait, am I missing something? Oh, those are bones. Let's go to the Coral Highlands. I don't know how to say his name. J-Dog, oh yeah, J-Dog Zero Silver Blade. Pizza isn't as unhealthy as people think. You got your fruit, dairy, wheat, and protein. As long as you don't have a ton of grease is pretty healthy. I mean, but pizza is greasy. That's the thing. Pizza is greasy. Cheese is actually loaded with saturated fat. The sausage and the meats are always loaded with saturated fat. It's a very salty food as well. And the pizza sauce usually has too much sugar in it. And the wheat from the bun or the bread, the dough, you know, in your stomach, that just converts to sugar. So it's actually very unhealthy. I guess if you were comparing it to something that was more unhealthy, even more unhealthy than pizza, then yes, you would say, actually, pizza's better than this. That's what you would say. Brashogun asks, $4,000 a month, how can you afford that? By basically not buying anything and doing nothing at all, Brashogun. So you'll notice I have time to stream because I don't go out. I don't go out to eat. I don't go to the movies. I don't buy stuff. Well, I bought a PlayStation because somebody else funded it. I just don't do anything with my income, Brashogun. And we're just totally focused on paying down our debts. We don't, just nothing. We don't buy anything. It all goes toward the student loan. Yaku. Hey, we got a scale out of that. That's cool. Yep, I have a pretty boring life. Yaku. I've been thinking a lot about maybe trying to start and operate a t-shirt, like a home business for t-shirt printing, and do graphic t-shirts. I told you guys before, I sold graphic t-shirts on eBay for years, and actually know a lot about what people enjoy when it comes to quality, and when it comes to like an enjoyable, like maybe graphic on the t-shirt in general. So I've had a lot of experience with that, and I've thought about buying the machinery you need in order to print your own t-shirts so that I'm not, splitting revenue with somebody else who's doing that part of the business for me. Actually doing the t-shirts myself. Whoa, what is this? Oh, I see. I see where this is. This leads you back up to camp. We want to go... Oops. Gosh dang it. What do I actually spend money on? Gas, insurance. Occasionally I buy junk food. Elias says, thankfully education in Switzerland is cheap. Very good. I think we've had this discussion before. We know a lot of European countries actually subsidize their healthcare. I'm sorry, not healthcare, their education. And America really doesn't do this at all. But then, on the other hand, in America, you don't have to be that smart to get into a university. So you can be anyone, and as long as you're willing to pay for your education, you're getting in. And then at the same time, you can go study a completely useless degree if you want to, right? So the government doesn't get to decide what you study. All that matters is, are you going to pay for what you're studying? So I actually, I've had time to think about it. I've had a lot of time to think about it, and I actually prefer the system that we have. I don't want to pay for other people's education. We actually, in America, if you get good grades in school, your education does get paid for. So that's something people don't talk enough about. We already have ways for people to go to school pretty much completely free. You can get a side job while you're in school. It doesn't have to be a big job. It can also be, you can get what do they call that? It's a particular job that you do while you're in school that gives you work experience related to what you're studying. They call that an internship. You can get internships while you're in school. And then there are scholarships, all kinds of scholarships for what you want to go into. And colleges can be very cheap depending on which college you go to. So there's all kinds of ways to afford college in America. The problem is there are people who they score very poorly, so they don't get scholarships. And then they pull out huge student loans to go to a fancy party college. And then they get a degree in social studies or a degree in philosophy. And they end up with like $100,000 of debt and no job at the end of that degree. And they're just kind of screwed. And lots and lots and lots of people have been doing this. And what happens is over time, over like a generation of people doing this, you have a whole bunch of people in debt, not able to buy a house, not able to save up for retirement, not able to have children, and maybe they're just bad with money. I'm actually very frugal with my money. I don't buy things. I've always been frugal with my money. It's how I afforded college in the first place. So you have people who have trouble with money, and they think the solution is to just have all the other Americans pay for their education at this point. Well, I don't agree with that. I think that that's a bad idea, and I like the idea of people going and buying the education that they can afford based on what scholarships they earned with their grades. And when you're making an investment in education, if you do an investment in a good degree, you definitely pay off that degree. It's not that big of a deal. If you make an investment in interpretive dance, you better expect to be in debt for a long time because you might not become an interpretive dancer who can pay off their student loan. Mezzi says, oh boy, right on time for TheGameconomist. Barry Protector says, communication degree is the big money waste. Yeah, I think I told you guys this story. My wife and I, we share one vehicle. See, we don't have two vehicles where we have insurance on two vehicles. We have one vehicle, one insurance plan. Is a cheap vehicle. So I have pretty small car payments to make. I make like $120 car payment a month, right? And this was really important for us. Also, the reason we bought a condo is because we did a calculation and found out that renting was going to cost more over the next 3 to 4 years than it would be to simply buy a condo. So that was why we did that. So we make all kinds of decisions like that so that we can afford to put $4,000 toward our student loans to get out of our student loan debt in 1 or 2 years after, well, it's going to be roughly 2 years after getting out of college. So we make decisions like that, but see, not everyone makes that decision, and that's the problem when it comes to being in debt. People make really bad choices, like buying a fancy car that they definitely don't need, renting rather than owning a house when it would be much cheaper for them to purchase a very cheap, very small home and to build equity in that home. It helps your credit score too, by the way. So people just need to make good financial choices, and America is still a country where you can become very wealthy. I've heard we don't want to leave yet. America's still a country where you can become a millionaire relatively easy, as long as you follow certain rules. Abdil Marrero says, have you watched Godzilla King of the Monsters? No, I haven't. I probably never will watch Godzilla King of the Monsters. I know there was like a previous Godzilla film. I didn't watch that one either. Actually, when I was a little kid, I watched the original Godzilla in my grandparents' house before they passed away. That was my mother's parents. Her parents passed away when I was pretty young. And it was in black and white. And he was a puppet, of course. And I thought it was really bizarre. But the new Godzillas, I just don't enjoy going to the movies too much. I'd much rather be at home playing video games. So I rarely see movies. Lane Ben says, what did you study? I studied computer science. I have a bachelor's of science in computer science. So I have a 4-year degree in computer science, and I get job offers in my email inbox, and there's a company that wants me to tell them if I'm on the market for a job so that they can get me a position. They're like a headhunting company called Tech Systems. There we go. Tech Systems. Where they'll get me contract work if I want contract work. Is a very good degree to have. So if YouTube were to not work out for me, I can easily get a job. It's a very good degree to have. Of course, you have to enjoy that kind of work as well. One mistake you can make when going to college is simply pursuing whatever you think is the most valuable degree. Turns out you don't really like what you're learning and you don't like the work. Then you're stuck with maybe like a career path that, sure, it pays well, but you're not happy with what you're doing in life. The trick is to kind of find a balance, find a job that pays well, but also you don't mind doing it. That's very important. Stefan says, I'm happy my parents can pay for my studies. That is a very lucky thing, Stefan. And in America, when you have parents who can pay for your education, people call you privileged, and they basically want to punish you for having parents that did the right thing in life. They saved money. They got jobs that pay enough money that they can send their children to college. They say it's an unfair advantage in life, and it is an unfair advantage in life. But guess what? All of nature is about unfair advantages. So if your parents are really good at a certain skill, including saving up money and making smart money decisions, then their children get to go to school. That's how it works. Life's a competition. So that is a good thing to hear about. And honestly, I want to finish paying off my student debts, start saving up my money so that when I have children, I can help them with their education as well. Brashogun says, what do you think about a degree in game design? I want to do game art. Brashogun, what you should do is probably pursue 3D artist. And when I was younger, I was homeschooled. When I was younger, the internet was younger, and I was researching what kind of degree to get into. One of the degrees I'd considered was, what is it called? Not art design, digital art. There's a term for it. I can't remember the term for it. Essentially, you need to be extremely good at Photoshop and helping people with their logos and stuff like that. And back then, my parents warned me not to go to school for a degree like that. Oddly enough, it's the future, and there are good paying degrees for people who are very good with Photoshop. And this was because back then, the iPhone hadn't come out, right? And there weren't all these jobs to have to build apps and have to build pretty images for those apps, right? So this hadn't really occurred yet. So back then I was told, well, graphic design. If you go to school for graphic design, you're not going to make any money. And now there's really good middle-class jobs for getting into graphic design. And I imagine if you go to school for 3D digital art, you're probably going to find plenty of work. So that's what I would do. And don't limit yourself just to game design, okay? Be open-minded to working for whichever company will hire you to do 3D digital art. Because my wife and I were both interested in game design as well, and it turns out if you just work for a boring company doing boring things, they pay considerably better, they treat you better, they have better benefits. The whole thing's just and video game design is very tempting, but the problem is everyone wants to go into game design. If you're wildly talented at 3D art, then maybe pursue game design, and it's going to be very competitive and it's going to take up all your time. I would do that. But if you're looking for something a little more strategic, if you want to use that word, don't just limit yourself to games. That's what I would say. Yeah, I've actually done a lot of research on that. If you didn't know that, a whole bunch of research on working in the game industry, because I was also interested in working in the game industry. I gotta stop doing this. I was also interested in working in the game industry. Witchy Wamira says, wow, I was homeschooled too. Awesome, man. Yeah, homeschooling, I've talked extensively about the subject of homeschooling in my live streams as well. I think that homeschooling can be a really bad thing or a really good thing. And it actually depends on how good your parents are. So you're kind of flipping a coin as a kid, and the problem is, as a kid, you don't really know when your parents are bad at homeschooling. There's no way to know. You have no outside reference of how good or bad your parents are at teaching. So you can get stuck in a really bad situation, in a really bad homeschooling situation. Or you could have really talented, really intelligent parents who are just smarter than the average person, and they want you to be smarter than the average person. They keep you out of the school system, and they send you off to college, which my parents were the first group. They did not do a good job homeschooling. They did an absolutely terrible job. Like I got to college, and I'm like, what is this algebra stuff? That's how tough it was for me. So it was not good. I didn't have any introduction to science or anything. I had no idea what science was. So it actually took me a while to discover that I enjoyed science. Science as a subject, physics, stuff like that, biology. Her scales never show up in this area anymore. I swear to God, the scales used to show up here. and it's just not showing up anymore. Am I not going out far enough? That's got to be it. I must not be going out far enough or something. Maybe I'm going out too far. Oh, you know what? I wonder if they're on the other side. Like, maybe we're supposed to take a right, not a left. Firefree says, I used to be a game dev myself for small mobile games for a studio. It really is really volatile as that studio went chapter 7. He's talking about bankruptcy. You're also in a market with a lot of supply and little demand. Exactly. Everyone can make a video game, and usually one studio wins all the money. Everyone picks that game. It's how websites work, is how a lot of things work when it comes to IT. You got to be the best, and then everyone beneath you is basically pointless, right? Think of YouTube. Like, why is there no YouTube competitor? Well, there are YouTube competitors. Nobody goes to the YouTube competitors. There's one website and only one website. That's how it works for making video games as well. You're either the best game or you don't matter. You're either Monster Hunter World or you're Dauntless. No, I'm just kidding. Dauntless is doing well for itself. Mesmezi says, Gameconomist, I remember just doing hunts in the area also gave points. Tominator says, did your parents deliberately not teach you science because they were religious? Yes, Tominator, they were very religious, and so they were not at all concerned at how good I was at science. They were far more concerned at how good I was at knowing their religion. It wasn't even like a religious education where you learn about all the different religions and the ideas behind religion. It was more like, learn the tenets of our religion really well. So, Distorted Color says, deep life streams. Firefree says, so I went to become a programmer. Full stack pays a lot, but it is ever changing, and when you try to pivot, it's hard, but the supply is limited and demand a lot, at least for now. So a full stack programmer, what he's talking about when he says full stack, I believe if I remember this term correctly, it means he does front end work and he does back end work. It usually means you have to know a lot of various languages and you have to be able to work between various parts of the whole process of programming. Full stack. Muhammad Eid, I don't know how to say his last name. He says, in Saudi Arabia, the people call you a loser and waste of money if you enter a degree other than medical and engineering, and that is the biggest fear I have. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Muhammad. I would say it's a little narrow-minded of them. What's important is that you are successful in whatever you do, okay? So look at what I'm doing. I'm actually doing YouTube. I'm having enough success that I'm not off programming right now. And if I told my younger self that, if I said, hey, you're going to go do YouTube, my younger self would have said, haha, you're crazy. I'm not going to do that. It's too high risk, right? But here I am. So the question, here's a perfect analogy. Everyone wants to be a rock star, right? Everyone wants to go be a musician, an artist. They want to be a diva, pop star. They want to be famous. They want to be known. And you think about doing those kind of jobs when you're younger. And the problem with it is you realize that there's a bit of lottery to it. There's a bit of risk to it that it won't work out for you. And I would say whether or not to get into those things is based on how skilled you actually are. How much talent do you have? And how hardworking are you? So you kind of have to be able to gauge yourself in order to take those risks. There was a point in my career where I decided not to pick up a contract job with a company, Tech Systems, because I decided to put all of my time into YouTube, and YouTube at the time was paying me less than McDonald's would have paid me. But I suspected that I had the skills to have my channel grow well, and it worked out for me. And that was just because I kind of knew myself, and I knew what the difficulty of being a YouTuber would be. I was able to gauge it, is what I'm saying. I was able to tell if I was going to be able to make it. But you actually have to be able to tell. There we go, investigation complete. We got all the footprints. It's hard to know, I guess, is the problem, to go after a risky area. Let's get this bone pile. Yeah, but medical and engineering are not the only jobs. There's business. There's definitely finance. Finance is a big deal. Finance. If you want to be wealthy, get a finance degree. Those guys get 4 years degrees, And then some of them end up making more money than engineers and doctors anyways, because their whole job is knowing how money works. So if you really want to be wealthy and you can enjoy the financial sector and business, go get a degree in finance and economics and accounting. See, those are terrific. All right, let's go ahead and return. Medical and engineering is kind of short. Well, I don't know. It could also depend on what kind of jobs are available where you live. So in America, there are an awful lot of finance jobs. I don't know what it's like in Saudi Arabia at all. What other degrees are good, though? I'm not sure. Trenton says, I'm doing prerequisites for nursing right now, but I work full-time for a contract company at Exxon Refinery in Houston. Cool. So he's doing... I'm doing the prerequisites for nursing. That's kind of a big jump, huh? From Exxon to medical. Both seem like viable career options. I'm curious why you don't just stick it out in a oil refinery. Yeah, it took 40 years. That's right, Lockdown. By the way, thank you very much for the donation. This tracking stream turned into a career guidance stream. I actually do have career guidance advice for all of you if you want it. My advice is figure out what you do better than other people as fast as you can. And as soon as you're sure of what you do better than other people, if you get a degree at all, see, as I've gotten older, I've realized degrees aren't everything I thought they were. If you get a degree at all, make sure it's strictly in the thing that you're best at. You don't have to get a wide education in lots of different things. When you do this, you kind of lose out on time that you would have spent working. Right, so there's a time cost to going to school. You could have just been working all those years. And the other part is if you invest a lot of money in a skill you're actually not that good at and you don't naturally excel at compared to others, you're never really going to advance well in that field. So if you're less skilled than the average person in that field, you're always going to be struggling in that field. And I can tell you that's not a great feeling. It's kind of like playing a video game where you're not that skilled at the video game. Think of it like that. Why would you want to play that video game then? You wouldn't want to play that video game. So find out what you're best at and then look for the area with lots of opportunities and don't be scared to take risks and to try and open up your business. Nobody got really wealthy working for somebody else. You always make less money when you work for somebody else. Starting your own company is how you make the most money, but it's admittedly very risky to do that. So it just depends on how much risk you can stomach, how much work you want to do. If you just work really, really, really hard, that takes you surprisingly far in life. If you just work 12 to 16 hours a day, it takes you surprisingly far in life. So whatever it is you want to do, if you're ready to put in 12 to 16 hours a day into that thing, you're going to be good at it. And that's really all it comes down to. How much time are you willing to sacrifice? Be sure to pick something that you somewhat enjoy and something that you seem to understand naturally. There's all kinds of tests online that help you figure that stuff out, but I feel like they're not very good. If I hadn't become a YouTuber, I could have been doing programming. I probably could have been doing some kind of art design job. I could have been in economics and finance. So those were the other two things. How's it going, Firefree? He says, Monster Hunter guys are Eric's Gasian Hunter and our favorite Missouri boy, Gameconomist. Reminds me of Sekiro Game Journalist. Oh, no. This game's too hard. We've got to have an easy mode. Hey, we can actually purchase ancient potions finally. This is the thing that I've always been missing in life. But what we can purchase are plates here. That's good. Pro tip, get a degree in something you're stupendously good at than others. Well, I disagree with that, Distorted Color. So you say definitely get a degree in this thing you're better at than others. So what I'm starting to realize now is you should be getting an education insofar as that education actually makes you better at that thing. If it's just about getting the degree for the degree's sake, and for some subjects that's necessary, like lawyer, medicine, anything that requires a license, I suppose. But if it doesn't require a license, you should be very smart about how you go to school. When it comes to a lot of business areas, there's a lot of ways to make money in business. That's what all business is about. You don't always have to have like a fancy degree to do well, is all I'm saying. And really, you should be thinking about owning things, not working for somebody who owns things. Straight says, D, do you live in misery? Every day, you know it, Straight. Gameconomist Eric's is incredibly generic. He is generic, but that also makes him safe. He's a high quality video maker. He makes professional quality edits in his videos, and he is about as clean as any of the corporations selling these video games. So he is a very safe bet. Don't buy those potions, just farm the Kelby horns. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Over here.
Yeah, over time, my appreciation of degrees have actually gone down. I feel like you could go to college and then scout out the exact classes you need. Like, if I had to do it all over again, there were all these classes I had to take in order to get the degree, and I don't feel like I needed those classes, like English history or something like that, right? Why did I need this? Because the school makes you take that class. That's what the school does. And then conveniently, you have to pay the school for that class. I really disagree with this. It's probably not like this in all education systems, just in the one I was in. They did all kinds of things like that to get you to waste your money. Really didn't agree with that. But if you can get education relevant to your subject and it's going to help you advance your career, then yeah, you should go for that. What do we have here? Old world monster in the new world. Alright, so I think we're at 2 hours and 15 minutes. We'll save Old World Monster in the New World. We'll save that fight for the next stream tomorrow, alright? Let's go ahead and take a short break, and then I will start up Monster Hunter GU. How does that sound? Sound good? Yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Wait, I said it out of order. I said, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. That's what I meant to say.